In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you some of the discoveries that I have been making as I've been accessing my own Akashic records. And one of the things that catalyzed that for me was having an activation last week with one of my teachers and a group of women where we basically tuned in to the Lion's Gate opening and to the full moon and just kind of brought to the surface the things that needed to be looked at and addressed. And the way I look at it is like learning to also see through the darkness and learning to really tap in and access certain beliefs that are no longer serving our highest good, certain feelings, emotions that might have been trapped internally, and starting to also express the desires that I currently, for example, have for my life. And when I tuned in, I became really aware of this topic of suffering, and it's been with me for several months now, as far as just this awareness of how we suffer in life and how it almost seems that suffering is necessary. And so when I was tuning in, one of the beliefs that was coming to the surface that was imprinted for long periods of time on a soul level was that to be a human being is to suffer. So to move through the human experience equates to suffering in life. Another belief was that in order to get closer to God, to the divine, I have to suffer. So suffering brings me closer to God. And then I had a third one where there was the sense that fear of like losing touch with my humanity. And in reality, it was fear of losing touch with the suffering. So it wasn't so much about the human experience in general, but it was more about the weaker my attachment becomes to suffering, then the the fear is like, oh my God, I'm not going to be human anymore, because to be once again human is to suffer. So it kind of was like interlaced in there. And it just kind of clearly allowed me to see through those filters. And then I am shedding those layers. I'm definitely allowing the Akashic Records also to transform and transmute those beliefs. And if you desire to tap in and see what's going on for you, where you might be unconsciously holding on to certain imprints, then feel free to reach out. We can definitely set up a time to have a session. And if you're interested in, following these videos, make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel. If you want to receive newsletters from me, I will attach a link to the video below in the descriptions so that you can access that as well. If you have questions, feel free to comment below. I'll do my best to respond to all the comments and questions that I receive. So take care of yourself. Until next time. Bye.